think I'm in.
Hello. I'm
I'm in.
just clicking to go live and you were here right on the dot.
I was
So
clicking around because I had so many windows open. I was like,
I'm
no,
the
no.
same. There's so many hundreds open. I've got your quiz questions, their like, well, not quiz questions, but questions. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
I've got like StreamYard and this and that, and then and and he disappeared. Hopefully he'll be back in a minute. So in the meantime, if you're wondering what we're doing, we're just here trying to raise money for the Stroke Association in memory of our friend Stephen, who passed away earlier this year. The links are in the bottom for the Just Giving page, and I'm sure that Tommy's back. 1 second, bring you back. Phew, thank God you're back. Anyway, I was just telling everyone to click the link and go to the Just Giving and please donate if you can. If you do want raffle tickets, please make sure you put a full name and raffle. Everyone's saying I made you disappear, but you're back.
Yeah,
Like magic.
I was trying to close the other tabs and I clicked the completely wrong window. So I'm back.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch the whole of this back because I feel like I've missed so much because I'm answering questions then, I'm doing this and I'm starting that link and I'm passing that message that I feel like I've missed so much of it. Like even though I've been in every stream, you know what I mean? I haven't been involved as much as I'd wanted to, but it's all good. It's going so well. And I don't want to jinx it, but it's going so well, which is amazing. So thank you so much for doing this, Tommy. I really appreciate it. I know you were doing a fantastic quiz with your clothing items. I did see some of it. And then breathe.
Yeah, I wanted to say thank you. Like, well done for pulling this all together and like pulling off such a cool event. It's a pleasure to be a part of it. And anytime you guys are putting something together, I'm always looking forward and excited to getting involved.
Yeah. It's just, honestly, it blows me away every time that we do something like me, Nic and Andrea, and then everyone just, the amount of the way that they just get involved in the donations and not just in terms of money, the donations of prizes for the auction. I think you're on there, aren't you? You're going to put something in the auction with Nic and Andrea. And then I've got 38 items for the raffle, which is amazing. And so it's honestly, it's just absolutely mind blowing every time. And I think Nic said it's a little bit more amazing just because it's in memory of our friend and he was such a massive part of this community. So, and yeah, he was amazing. Anyway,
unfortunately, I didn't have the pleasure to speak with him or get to meet him myself. But from hearing like, everything that you and Nic and Andrea and everyone who has had the pleasure of knowing him, like everything that you guys have said about him, it sounds like he was a really, really great person.
Amazing. He on his Instagram, it's Stephen at the Pepper Pot. All of his previous, if he got messages on eBay or what's the other place, Etsy, from people, his replies were just unbelievable. Like they're so funny, like really funny. It's honestly worth going back to read them because they're just amazing. Right, so I sent you some questions, didn't I? Because I just thought we'll change it up a little bit. We'll do something different. The last time I did this, which was 5 years ago, I did like mini quizzing everywhere. So I've got that many boxes open with different things, and now I found which one chosen. So the first one I said, and I know that you're a gamer. So I thought, if you woke up in a video game, what video game would you want it to be, and why?
See, I was so torn with this question. I didn't realize how much I would take this on board. I started thinking like Grand Theft Auto, just so that it could be as close to real life as possible, and I can go to the beach, I can get food, I can still sort of live a normal life. But then I thought, if I'm having the opportunity to be in a video game, who wants to be normal, right?
Yeah.
So then I started jumping to like Call of Duty Zombies because I thought that would just be awesome. But if it's that forever, I think I kind of would want to break from it at some point. rather than just being constantly like chased around by these monsters. So I think I found a perfect middle ground with like
Right.
Minecraft, where I can go in, I can have my own little world, I can build my house, I can have some like lifetime, and then I know that the monsters are going to come out at night, and I can still get that thrill of like zombie killing or hunting
Yeah.
skeletons and things. And then I get the satisfaction of farming. I can grow all of my own crops. I could choose to still be a vegan and only eat the vegetables. I don't have to go and kill the animals, but we know some of the cool items come from that. So I was thinking like Minecraft is the perfect thing, because I didn't know how far you'd let me go with it. But
It was totally up to you.
if
Totally
it
up to
became
you.
an online situation, I know I could
Mhm.
have other people join my world and I wouldn't just be alone. Whereas some games you're stuck to playing them by yourself forever. And I didn't want to be a super lonely character.
No, that would be sad, wouldn't it?
But I know I wouldn't be able to hold a conversation with a villager. They just sort of make noises at you. They go like, "Arr, mrr." They don't say any words.
Yeah, you would need some like intelligent conversation. Do you know what I mean? Like if you just have a bump in it and that's all you get, it's not really company then, is it?
No, no. I could bump
I mean,
into them. I could trade things with them, but yeah, no. I think Minecraft would be a good one, but it could get boring after a while.
yeah, true. True. I think like the only thing I can think of, I used to, I've never been a gamer, but when my son was young, he had what was it called? Was it Burnout, where you used to crash the car? Like that,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved that game because I was good at crashing. Not that I haven't crashed in lamppost in a wheelchair before, but yeah, I absolutely loved that. But that would be too repetitive, and there was nothing else to it. You know what I mean? I also like Spyro, which was cool for like flying, but again, there would be like if you were thinking of it seriously in terms of like having an actual life as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? And yeah, it would be you would need something that had some sort of multi-level. But I mean, my nephews play Minecraft, but I've seen it, but I've never I've
Mm.
never played.
I've sunk too many hours into it, and yeah, yeah, it's a funny one.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll have a quick look at some people's answers and then we'll move on to the next
yeah,
question.
definitely.
Okay, where are we? Where are we? Destiny, is that a game? That's not
Yeah,
something I've heard of.
it's like
Uh,
space exploration and like
oh, that
landing on
sounds cool. And yeah,
different planets, hunting aliens and things.
Nick's gone Mario Galaxy.
That would be fun. That would be
Yeah,
fun.
I'm assuming that's still a car thing. Is it a car thing?
No, no, that's like you get to run around,
Oh,
and
it's a platform
I
thing.
think the Galaxy one is like in space again, and you can like hop between different worlds, and they're completely different like styles. So like one might be a lava world, and another one
Yeah.
might be like, full of plants and stuff.
Lex says Bubble Bobble, which is about my level, to be fair.
Is that the one where you like shoot the
You
things
just
up
do
to make them
bubbles,
pop?
and it gets
Yeah,
harder and harder. Yeah, that's it. Gigi says Disney Dreamlight Valley.
Oh, of course she would say that. She's addicted to playing that game.
I don't
But
think I've
again,
ever seen it.
it's a good
But
choice that you have like endless possibilities. You got lots of customization. There's loads of like you can go and do missions. You could take it chill. You're not stuck to that like single loop, as you were saying, like
yeah.
Spyro. You'd just be forever collecting gems.
Susan said she wants to fly on Yoshi in Super Mario World,
Yeah.
so that would be her. And then Fluffy Muffin said, and Holiday in Skyrim.
Yeah, yeah, Skyrim, that would be cool. It's like
Yeah.
a medieval like
Oh,
era
medieval
sort
would be
of game,
cool.
like mythical creatures and stuff as well.
Andrea wants to be Yoshi. Nick says Burnout was epic, and Gigi says, "Oh my God, Spyro, yes." Nick lost so many hours to the first Spyro game.
I lost so many
Command,
hours to it on just like one level, playing it over and over again, trying to get the final thing. Like you could play the game fine, but trying to collect every single thing
yeah,
is the hardest thing to do ever.
Yeah, missing it. Cobby Chris says GTA, Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto, isn't it? And Ian said, "Worm on my Nokia 3310. Does that count?" You go for it. You go for it.
Fun
Okay.
fun fact
Fun.
about Burnout Paradise. I think that's the game because that's the one where you could crash like
Yeah, yeah,
intentionally. My brother had that, and I would like come and sneak into his room and play it while he wasn't at home. And I accidentally set a world record for like crashing on one of the streets. And because it was online, it would like show up every time. And then when
yeah.
he came home and he started playing it, sent him this like notification being like, "You've unlocked a world record today." And he was like, "Wait, I wasn't even playing the game today." And immediately he was just like shouting at me like, "Tom, what have you been doing in my room?" So that was a good fun memory.
Yeah. Okay, so the next question I asked you was, if you could have one superpower, what would you choose?
Again, I went through so many different avenues with this. At first, I was thinking like some sort of reseller vision so that I can just, it shows me all of the comps on eBay. I know the values of
Yeah,
everything, and I can just pick everything up without having to like get my phone out, do any
yeah.
research. It's all just happening through my reseller vision. But at the
Like
same
it
time,
like it would know, like it would know the profit. So say if you looked at something and it was £5 and it would know that it would sell, and it would also tell you how much profit you would make in a certain amount of time. So like say it would be like you'd make £35 on this and it'll sell in 2 months. You know what I
mhm,
mean? Like
yeah, yeah.
like that would be great, wouldn't it? Just for your
I
business.
I think that would be so cool. But what made me not choose that in the end was the fact that I feel like technology will get to a point where we'll have some sort of AI glasses that can do that anyway. So
Yeah.
I didn't want to choose that superpower and then be redundant because of technology. I thought I needed something cooler than that. So the other thing I was going down was um like invisibility, not to like steal things, but so that I can go out of the back of charity shops and see all the things that they're going to be putting out like the next day or something like that, so that I can
Yeah.
go in like I already know what's coming. Because I feel
Yeah.
like my biggest question all the time is like, oh, what's out the back, or is there any more out the back, like have you got any more of these? So being able to know that before I'm asking the question would be like really empowering. And then I could obviously like sneak into the cinema for free. I can go and see play. I can go anywhere for free because no one knows that I'm there. It might
Yeah.
be a little bit strange trying to get on a plane, but
Yeah, I suppose.
I'd have to stand while because I'd have no designated seat. I'd have to shuffle around everyone.
Just like someone nips to the toilet, so you take a break for them and then get back up before they come back.
Yeah. What about you? What would you have for a superpower?
Um, maybe the ability to know if someone was a nice person. Do you know what I
Mm.
mean? Like it would
What,
sort
like
of.
mind reader or like
I
vibe
wouldn't want
reader?
to know. I wouldn't want to read someone's mind because God knows what some people are thinking. But I would just want to like, I don't know, like it's something that I could see with either a big, like on Facebook when they do that thing. Heart if it's this one, but like what are the other things? Heart or like a shocked expression or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So imagine if you just walking past and then you'd see someone, and if they were heart, you'd know they'd have a good heart, and if they were bad, like avoid that person. That would be. But in the basics of superpowers, I think I'd like to fly.
Mm, mm.
Can you imagine just like zooming around and seeing all the world from the sky? It would be amazing. Just
It
in,
would I think
I mean,
I'm totally with you. It would be amazing, and, like, we've become more and more obsessed with birds recently, and
same. I
sometimes I
love
always think
photographing
when I'm watching
birds.
them, it's like, "Where are they going when they're not in my garden?" Like
I'm obsessed with birds. I've took so many photos of them, and I didn't realize how many we had in this country, like different types, because I think the majority of people just see seagulls,
yeah,
pigeons,
yeah.
magpies, crows, that kind of thing. But there's hundreds, and so many of them are so beautiful as well. It's amazing, and just cracking on with life as well, don't they? They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, gotta go and get me food, gotta do this.
The reason I
Well,
didn't say flying was because I've had, like, multiple, like, nightmares where I'm flying and then I can't fly anymore and I start falling down.
Yeah, that's not
It's
good.
such a horrible feeling. I just don't ever want that to happen. Like,
Yeah.
especially if it was like how Peter Pan works, where you have to have a certain amount of fairy dust. I can imagine I'd be like flying, run out of fairy dust, and then fall. It would be terrifying.
I think that's like that, that dream where you sit, or you just about go to sleep and you suddenly think your bed's gone, and you're like,
yeah.
It's that, isn't it? Even though it's not that far a drop, it really freaks you out. You just probably go, you know what I mean? So yeah. Let's see what people are saying. Scroll back. So Ian the Tat Doctor says heal or fly. Fluffy Muffin says teleport. Lex says mine is a big pink neon arrow that only I can see that points to the things I want, so she knows where they are. Cass says definitely agree on teleport because it'd be so easy to go on a holiday.
And go sourcing. You could just hop to all the places you want to go. That would be cool.
Carberry Chris says Tommy doesn't want to steal things, but he'd be happy to go in the cinema for free or go to places for free and clean for free. Sorry. Jeff said watching at 4 speed so I can catch up on lives. JJ says, I'd love to fly. I agree on that one. Totally. Terry also says loving to fly. Oh, Gigi says she loves a European goldfinch. Now I get loads of them outside on my bird feeder. They're always fighting because I know I've got 10 pots for them to have food out of. There's always about 15 of them, so they're always arguing about it. And they're so beautiful. So beautiful. Ian says, Lainie flying, no offense, but we've seen what you like on the ground. Thank you. Susan's just putting in that I'm on next with the Geordie grandma and the link. She says we won't be able to understand a word, with a Macam and a Geordie together. But she's put the link there for everyone. Is it actually 22 already? Wow. It's flew by, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Absolutely. Did I ask all the questions, me brains? Just
you had one more. You had one more.
We'll quickly do that. So the other one I asked you was, if you had a theme song every time you entered a room, what would you choose?
I was torn on this for so long as well. And I came down to 2 with my current interests in music, because I feel like it would change depending on what time of year and what mood I'm in. So it would either be Ventura Highway, I think is it by the Eagles? I don't actually know.
I'm not sure.
That wrong. Well, Ventura Highway, or the other one would be 93 Till Infinity by Souls of Mischief, which is like
I've never heard of that, so I'm going to have to check these out.
Hip hop to psychedelic-y sort of rock.
Sounds cool. So sadly, I've not heard of them, so I'm going to have to play it so I can envision you walking into a room and then playing. But I mean, if anything, to go by your skills on the what was that guitar thing?
Guitar Hero.
The Guitar Hero. That was amazing. So if it's anything by that, you could just do your own, couldn't you? It would be fantastic.
Can you hear this? I'm trying to play it. Can you hear that?
Oh yeah. Sounds a bit Eminem.
Yeah, it's hip hoppy, vibey, casual. It's nice.
Cool. Very cool. Anyway, it's flown by so fast as per. Thank you to everybody watching. If you can donate, please do. And remember to write raffle if you want raffle ticket with your full name. And that'll be cool. And we shall say goodbye. And I will see you all on the Geordie Grandma's channel. So,
see you all in the next one.
Bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Thank you for being here. Bye.